She was wearing blue velvet. Okay. Hi there, kids, and welcome to an action-packed extravaganza. We do it what we can. I am the ancient god from way back. Some call me the greatest George, but I say it's gorgeous George. The greatest George and gorgeous George. And look who we have. Let's do it this way so we get more people. And we have Mr. Walter. Walter, say hi to the people.
Hey, people.
All right, and talk about what's new on the horizon for you.
Well, I got the Funny Bone on Sunday.
Okay.
If anybody wants to come support, be there by 6:15.
Now, funny bone, but there's something to the bone. Because is it a funny bone or is it a debone?
It's definitely the Funny Bone.
Okay.
If you want to debone, you're
Debone.
gonna have to go to a different city.
Okay, you can't. Okay, so like if you want to, debone it inside there, they'll probably arrest you then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's something to think about. I don't know. Hey, kids. Won't you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Of course, it's just one of those things, little kids. I can teach you some good words like biatch and bastard and fuka and ether and penis and vagina. These are good words, kids, for you all to learn. No.
It's like the first words I learn whenever I go to another language speaking country. I always seem to be learning the curse words first.
Yeah. That's what these are words to learn, words to live by. Now, I was sitting there watching this little thing here with, with Al Bundy and Married with Children. Al Bundy, they were going to, they're going to a strip joint, right? And come to find out it's a poem. And the woman's poem, and this is funny now, the woman's poem, she said, "Ode to my ovaries." Did you see that? I posted it on Facebook.
I've seen a lot of things like that.
Yeah. Ode to my ovaries. Who laid the eggs and who is the father of my eggs, she says. And you know what Al did? He took an egg and he threw it at her as she was saying that, on stage,
She was acting like,
and gave her an egg and showed that was the egg that did it right there.
Slut-shamed her.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, I don't know, but I'm just saying. So when we break bread together, we do it on our knees, and that's the way that she does it. When I tell her, let's break bread together, she'll do it on her knees. And when she's looking to have a megaphone or a microphone, I say, come up to the microphone, pronunciate and enunciate and gargle, spit and swallow.
Well, are you breaking bread or are you getting a blowjob?
Well, we're doing it. It's kind of like, we do it on our knees, love. And it's the way to do it. And it's a combo platter.
Is she a midget?
Well, no, she's on her knees.
But so are you.
Well, I stand up and, we take turns.
Oh, so she's...
One goes up, one goes down. One goes up, one goes down.
That's the Asian way.
Yeah. And breaking bread and doing all that. So, yes, I woke up one morning and I said to myself, man, I'm gorgeous. And I called myself Gorgeous George. I didn't have someone tell me to say, hey, are you gorgeous? No, I woke up one morning, I had morning wood, and I said to myself, wow. And I woke up and I said, damn, I am gorgeous. And I said, Gorgeous George. And hence the name for 30 years carries on. How did you get your name, What?
Well, it wasn't a trademark,
Okay, yeah.
A penis fell from the sky and trademarked Watt on my forehead.
Okay.
Like yours,
Gotcha. So we're sitting here looking at some old videos, and Watt is very much loves country music. Is that right? You love country music?
Yeah.
And he's someone with Tanya Tucker, and what was the guy you said you knew that actually the Wendell Ray.
Yeah.
Wendell Ray. Tell that story.
Well, Wendell Ray was talking about monkeys with Tanya Tucker, and she didn't want to get a nervous monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And
So then they spanked that monkey, right?
they probably got arrested like 2 minutes later.
They spanked that monkey. Okay.
They were spanking a monkey.
They were spanking that monkey. Anyway, look, I'm just going to say this for what it is. I pretty much wake up, do my thing with a little sing, then I go ahead, I move to the right, and I shake it all about. I move to the left and dangle it around the town. And I put it right up front, and I say, hey, would you like to have an Oscar Mayer wiener? First, the wiener is OSCAR, and then when Meyer, MYER, and what you say is Oscar Mayer wiener, and that's why you get the Anyway, but you get it. I can't do that song, Well, that's ask me why I say it's Oscar Mayer wiener.
It sounds like you chopped it up a little bit.
I chopped it up because I forgot the words to it, but it's a good commercial, And one of my favorite commercials are the Tiny Bubbles. The Tiny Bubbles work hard, so you don't have to. When you want to clean the toilet, make sure it's all clean. These Tiny Bubbles work hard, so you don't have to.
Yeah. Like exfoliating bubbles. Like I like a little bit of rocks in my shampoo.
Yeah. Right. Well, Pop Rocks, well, a kid, you eat those Pop Rocks too, those little, and I don't know. Yeah, these little candies or whatever, but I like to. But the one candy I like is like the Twizzlers. I like the Twizzlers. And ladies, you know what I like to do with those Twizzlers? Once I chew on those Twizzlers, I like to take the Twizzler and put it right in a certain spot. And then it's easy to tatify you. I can tatify you with a Twizzler coming out of your vagina.
Okay.
I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. And then when I bend down and take that Twizzler, I do it out of your vagina.
So welcome to our apartment, where we, welcome.
Yeah, well,
Have a seat.
it's a welcome wagon, right? The welcome wagon.
It doesn't move. It doesn't have wheels.
Does that have wheels? I thought it had wheels.
Well, yours does.
It does
you
have
got a
wheels.
welcome wagon. I don't have a welcome.
Does it have like a steering wheel too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, welcome. Like, have some tea.
Yeah.
You're here. You're with us. We're obviously not queer.
Yeah.
We would say non-flamboyant homophobes.
Well,
we're heteronormative.
Yeah, well, please now. Watch as you say. I play the ivories with my fingers. I like to play the ivories with my fingers and my ding-a-ling. Won't you like to play with my ding-a-ling? Ding-a-ling. Okay. And back in the day, Barry Manilow. Okay, about Barry Manilow. We just found out he was gay. We just found out recently that he was gay. Back in the day, different, Rock Hudson back in the 70s. People didn't really realize that he was gay until he came out and said, generals, you did this warning, man that plays heterosexual on TV to all the women is really in his real life is homo. He's gay.
How dare you?
I don't know, Homo erectus, I don't know. Could it be? Or Homo sapien or homosexual.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, look, it is what it is.
It's about the funniest thing you can do.
Huh?
Be gay. You know, if like it's like you know you're hanging with your friends, and then one of your friends is like, "I gave him a blowjob." You're
Yeah,
like,
see,
what?
see, look. I have people think I'm a homophobe. People think I'm a homophobe. I'm not. I'm not a homophobe. I believe, though, that people, some things, it's kind of like back in the day when Bill Clinton said, if you're gay and you want to be in the military, don't ask, don't tell. You have a
Right.
right to go serve your country if you're gay. Don't ask, don't tell. And that was a great thing that President Bill Clinton, our best living day president, by the way, had in mind, had it set up to be. And now everything changing and whatnot, and men marrying each other and women marrying each
Yeah.
other. Whatever. God bless them.
It's like
God bless him.
Nothing makes me want to suck dick more than killing people.
Imagine the world without a vagina. Imagine if we didn't have a world with vagina and have with the hole and have the women and the tits and the titties. We would be killing each other. We would be killing each other, having bad wars amongst ourselves.
We would just be like getting killed 3 times a week, like, and just coming back just as ghosts. But we'd get our bodies back and we'd go at it again. It's fucking fighting.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna get laid tonight, I'm gonna fucking fight.
Well, it's what it is. But you just live.
Women have a pacifying presence on the earth. Even when they're keyed up, it's like, shit, there's nothing better to do than watch you.
Well, see, I give them a show. Just like I give them a show right now, a lady will get a show with me behind closed doors. I'll give her a show. I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll finger that hole, and I'll blow in that hole. And I expect the same from you, Mary Sue, Mary Ann, Ginger, and Felicia. I would expect that if I finger and blow, that you will do the same.
At least leave me alone for 10 minutes.
You will do the same for me. Don't finger though, but just blow. And, and then of course, you got the blow pops and whatnot, the blow pops and whatnot. That is candy. That's for children. So we don't.
So if I was a girl at a bar, what would you say to me if I got my drink already?
Well, first of all, you're not a girl. We know who you are. But so you mean to imagine if you were a woman?
Yeah. Yeah, like her up there.
Okay, up there. Okay.
Redhead.
Okay.
I'll be her voice.
Well, I use the old adage, and it's pretty damn, lame. You can say, haven't I seen you? Hey, miss, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Well, yeah, I'm a big star. I played in the band Mandolin Orange.
No, I think I've seen you somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know where I've seen you. I think I've seen. Do you play in a band or do you?
Well, that's exactly what I said. I play in the band.
Oh, okay. I just didn't hear. Okay. And what else do you do with your time? Do you? I don't know. What else do you do?
Well, I like to knit and sew, and I got focused on crocheting.
Okay. You say crocheting or croquet?
Crocheting.
Oh, crochet.
But I like croquet.
Like croquet? Okay. All right. Well, okay. So I say, and of course, woman, and then if I'm attracted to the woman, and if we see her at the bar, I say, well, can you let Papa buy you a drink?
Sure.
Yeah. Let Papa buy you a drink. And what kind of drink do you drink? Do you drink the Bud Light? Or do you drink? What do you drink?
I drink orange croquets.
Okay.
Frog juice.
Frog juice. Okay. You catch the joke about the Bud Light because all the rainbow effect where they're going with that.
when I feel like I do choose my beer like it's my outfit.
Okay.
When I go out to the bar and I'm like getting a beer, and I was a bitch at that bar like 3 days ago, I buy a Bud Light.
Okay.
I think that's just my way of saying, hey, sorry, I got really drunk here and made an idiot of myself.
Right. And let's say this, so Watt will know this. We don't mention any names of any locations. Okay. Don't mention any names of any bars or whatnot. I'm just saying that because we got to keep that under the wraps.
Now you're making it seem really, really real.
Yeah, it's real. We got to keep it real. Got to be real.
I don't think I even needed to order a Bud Light.
Yeah. But anyway, I think.
But the more guilty you are, the higher your voice gets. So
No,
maybe
yeah.
I was a little bit wrong to say that.
Okay. The Sharonas and the Coronas, my Sharona. No, I love Corona, but I have a Miller beer is probably if we go domestic or if I go domestic, Miller beer.
Miller Low Life.
Yeah, the Miller High Life. Yeah, Miller High Life because it has a lot of hops, has a lot of great things going to it.
So what would your perfect date be if you wanted to take a woman out?
Well, I ask her what kind of food does she like first. Do you like Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese? I'm sorry I had to do that. We're not going to talk about those bitches, but Vietnamese, or is it going to be Italian, or whatever? And then when I know what she likes, I take her to a good establishment. You know, maybe we go to Fleming's Steakhouse if I had the money. Maybe we'll go to the Red Lobster, but we make sure it's great and then get in there and get some appetizers.
So what you're saying is you take her out in public.
Yeah, of course.
See, I always invite them back to my apartment, but I tell them it's an escape room. And then, like, and then when the hour's up, I'm like, well, you didn't escape.
Well,
and then I unlock the door and say, just kidding, now you know where I live.
well, I say basically you take them to the location, you take them to your humble domain.
That's the goal.
You take your humble domain, but on the first date, you want to kind of feel them. Feel their aura,
touch knees,
and feel. But then when she's playing footsies with you, oh my god!
Wow, yeah.
And then it goes straight to the bedroom, and it might be the bedroom of the establishment you're at. But when you're feeling her knees and her feet coming up on your legs, and it's time to do that crochet. It's time to do that knitting, and it's time to slip it in.
Right, that excuse
into the back room, into the bedroom.
Can we go to my house and do your favorite thing? Crochet, of course.
Yes.
Of course, we're gonna. Because when you touch knees, it makes me really want to crochet.
Well, but see, there's a new game. It's not called chess, and it's not called checkers. It's called chest. It's chess, but it's also a game called chest. Chest. And when you play it, you kind of, take your hand like this, and you fluff them up like that, and you kind of like play with a nibble, play with a nozzle.
So what's the rules of chest?
Make sure the nipples are firm, or you have to get the nipples firm. You got to get them perky, and then.
So am I winning or losing?
Well, if you get the nipples firm, then you're winning.
Then I'm winning.
You're winning. Okay, kind of like you're winning, and then like Charlie Sheen, he's winning. Charlie Sheen is the winning. But you do it. You play with the nipples, put some ice down there, and you make sure they're nice and firm, and then you say, "You really have a good set of tits, a great set of tits to play with." Now, I'd like to go ahead and have some milk for my post toasties.
What the fuck?
I said, "Listen, that little baby you have, I can see pictures when he has full of nourishment within him, because you're giving him a lot of the milk, But see, I was a bottle-fed baby. That's what I tell to an airline stewardess or whatever. Or tell to, women I see on the airline that's breastfeeding her baby. I said, you got babies so nourished and healthy. But I was a bottle-fed baby. Let me have a little bit of that milk. And if I see a woman, but once I get her tits really hard, tits really nice and hard, I say, let's squeeze these things and get some milk for our cereal. Rice Krispies, Count Chocula, or Corn Puffs, whatever cereal you eat, but you have a taste of her milk. And her milk is in your cereal, and you can put cherries on top and all that.
I'm ready to take a nap right now. That sounds so good.
Yeah. Well, it is good. And make sure the cereal's Kellogg's too. Kellogg's and some Nippy Nip from your women's nip. Some milky nip. Yeah. Some nip. But yeah.
Now,
and if you want to put some strawberries on top, milk can be milky milk from those nips and strawberry flavored.
Do you think you could buy a girl a glass of milk at a bar? Do you think she would like that?
If she can produce the milk, why should I buy it?
I think there'd be nothing better than a glass of milk. Yeah.
Well, a glass of milk does the body good.
Or a glass of water. I mean, it would be so much better than drinking that alcohol.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if she can produce the milk, why should I buy it?
Yeah. Well, what is the milk at that point? Because they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
That's right.
So, but that would be a reason to buy the cow, because who's giving away breast milk? I know they give away pussy sometimes, but breast milk, I don't know.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. Now you go to an establishment and you see a cow in the back. Oh, you got a cow in the back. What's that cow doing back there? Is that a figment of my imagination?
Right. Can I get some milk from your cow?
Yeah. Is that a figment of my imagination, or am I looking at a freaking cow in the back there?
Well, you're gonna buy the cow, right?
Yeah.
Sure, buddy. Just give me my glass.
I'm going to say I want to ride that cow. Okay, well, get the milk. I want to ride the cow. Then, of course, go out to a farm or a barn or a farm, and see those cows out there and go moo, and I go moo, and I say I want to go cow tipping. I said I want to molest your cow, because eventually that cow is going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to enjoy her meat inside my body.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, we're talking. USD choice, prime choice.
But this is with the intent to buy the cow.
Well,
right?
you
like rent.
First, you want to play with the cow. First, you want to test. It's like buying a car. Before you buy a car, you test drive it. So you test drive the cow. Make sure you ride it, and the cow goes moo, and you can be able to knock it over and go cow tipping and whatnot. And then if it produces some good milk, then you can fall in love with it. And then eventually, when you're hungry one Saturday afternoon, you can just slaughter it and have some steaks.
That would be deboning.
That would be one way of deboning. Yes.
I think that would terminate our friendship.
One way of deboning.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out Jeff Tranquil. He got it in his head to be a studio executive. Because he noticed that they're always issuing death threats to each other. So he gets on Facebook and starts issuing death threats on Facebook about how he's going to eat people and stuff. He's like, don't make me cook again. He got the cops called on.
Well, Jeffrey Dahmer.
But he's a hilarious comedian. He's got an attitude. He's a great comedian.
Is that right?
It's right.
All right. So Jeffrey Dahmer, because his specialty was little boys.
He just needs a crowd.
Little boys there.
But I mean, just to talk about what a funny personality. He got in trouble for Facebook posting about cannibalism over some red herring argument about a traffic light, and he's like, "Don't make me cook again."
Yeah.
He talks about he hates homophobes. By the way, he hates homophobes.
Oh, does he? Well, okay,
Yeah,
I guess he would hate me then, huh?
If you call me a faggot, you're getting fucked in the ass.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Well, that's why you got to close. You got to make sure that there's that it's sealed up down there, so he can't stick anything up your ass. Yeah. Make sure
He's
it's
a
sealed up.
sympathizer. He's not.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't be sticking nothing.
Well, see, I think they stick up your ass, so there ain't no time. Look, as Tone Loc once said, "Ain't no plans with a man.
Sheena was a man. Ain't no plans with that man. It's the 80s, and I'm down with the ladies. No joke. Funky Cole Medina. Remember that song?
You know you've done something questionable if you got to be like Muhammad Ali with your sexuality.
Say that again?
You know you've done something questionable if you got to be like Muhammad Ali. Oh, I am straight. I'm so straight. The Ganges River went in a circle, looked like a circle next to me. I'm so straight.
Yeah.
They shot an arrow and they hit the target.
Yeah.
Because that's how straight I am.
You know, I'm straight as an arrow. That's right. Not a pointed, not a twisted arrow, but a straight arrow. But no, I don't.
Let me hear Ali's speech.
I'm the greatest.
About how straight you are.
I'm the greatest. Ain't no one like me. I'll knock you out. I'll knock you out. I sting like a bee and fly like a butterfly. And sting like a bee. I am so sweet, like a ice cream cone. Ladies going down your throat.
Mr. Muhammad, how do you think you'll do in the masculinity contest this coming Sunday against Billy Ray Cyrus?
Well, Billy Ray Cyrus got an achy breaky heart, but Muhammad Ali has got a salad heart that pumps forever, pumps, and I don't need a penis pump. I got a pump in my there. I got a straight out penis. My penis is straight, and ain't no Viagra.
Mr. George, they said that you're attracted to Billy Ray Cyrus, and that you're gonna go gay during the fight.
Like I said with Tone Loc, ain't no plans with a man. This is the 80s, and I'm down with the ladies. This is the 20s, and I'm down with the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
No joke. Funky Cole Medina. There we go. I know, you gotta think of it.
The Roaring 20s.
Yeah, it's the Roaring 20s. We were sitting here, we're watching something, and it says 2038. 2058. I said, oh, God, that's depressing to see that shit because, God, in 2058, I'll be 90 years
around
old.
the corner.
2058, I'll be 90 years old. And the question is, are we going to be here then? You think you'll be here in 2058?
I don't live my life in such a way.
2058, you think you'll be
The human body must be amazing to just assume I'll be here in 2058. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll be here.
I just, look.
I'll be like 50.
I think, well, you're 37 right now, so what is
I'll be
that?
67.
Okay. God, I'll be 90. Jesus, be 90. But look, people do it, and you know the problem is we got to take it. You got to eat more twigs and Kevin will tell you eat figs and twigs. Don't go to McDonald's. Well, I don't go to McDonald's, but eat figs and twigs and berries. That's why Kevin that's what he does.
Yeah, I mean, there's no favorite berry. Wouldn't it be nice?
Well, there's Marion Barry, but he was on crack. But anyway, okay.
Yeah. Who would? I would elect a president or a mayor that had Barry as his first name, but the last name Barry just sounds like a fruit king.
Or maybe berries, and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely not. At front of a cereal box, I'd elect him for a cereal mascot.
Yeah. Let me say this. I'm going to say this. We're having fun. We're chilling out here. Parts unknown. But I'm going to say this. I am not voting for this presidential election. And the reason why I'm not going to, I've said this before, I do not like the way they treated Joe Biden. They threw Joe Biden under the bus. And I am not voting at all. I think I might put myself down there or whatever, but that's the way I feel about it. And I know you're a Trumper and all that.
No, I mean, good. One less vote for Kamala.
Camel toe? Cannibal? Or Campbell?
Yeah.
Kamala, Cannibal? How the hell do you say her name? What's her name? Cannibal?
Cantaloupe.
Kamala. There we go. I said it. Camel toe. No, I do not like when she was running for president and how she called Biden a racist. When she was running the first time, she referred to Biden as a racist. I didn't care for that. And that kind of stuck with me. And I do not think she's presidential. She's a prosecutor, God bless her. She's likable, but I just don't I just can't. I don't see it, and there's obviously reasons why I don't like Trump, but you all know that. But anyway, I'm not voting. I'm not going to vote, and I'll probably put. If I do vote, I'll put Biden's name. I'll put Biden's name on the damn ticket if I vote. Anyway.
Well, you know, she kind of reminds me. Have you ever seen Karina? She reminds me of Whoopi Goldberg's character in Karina. Kind of like a cool grandma.
Is that right?
Yeah, like, oh, I bet she didn't know we could run a red light and get away with it.
Yeah. There you go. I think, and I've said this before, I think that the two-party system as we know it, Democrat, Republican, is going to split into at least a third. I've said this 15 years ago. My buddy Bob Lynch is Green Party and this party and whatnot, but they say, well, it wasn't as big as like it was with Ross Perot, because Ross Perot was that third person that made it big in the 90s with Clinton and Senior Bush. And Ross Perot took a lot of votes and whatnot and built. I think the way it's going to be, because you're going to have that third party emerging here probably in 28, and it's going that third party, whether it be the Green Party, whatever party you think of, it's going to be, and then eventually four parties. It's going to be like England. It's going to be like England and how they do it. So that's the way I see it. But I'm not. I mean, what? I'm not voting. I don't know. That's the way I see it.
I might not vote.
Yeah.
It all depends on how they do.
Yeah. I mean, I just I don't know.
But the point of voting is it's secret. It's like the little.
Yeah.
Voting for Trump behind the dumpster.
Yeah.
I'm dumpster trumping.
Are you? Okay.
I am probably gonna dumpster Trump.
You're gonna do that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And when he got
you should too.
what?
Dumpster Trump.
Okay.
Just sneak on in there and sneak off a little vote for Trump. What's
Yeah,
it
I
gonna be?
don't. Not in this lifetime. Listen, I think now. I'm not going to vote for the bastard. He's an insurrectionist. Is what he is. He's a fucking terrorist, man. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but it is true. We're not going to get political, but I am. But you're entitled to my political opinion. Okay, thank you. This is Elvis. Honey, you told me you lied when you told me you go down on me and had no cause of doubt you. Now, I don't want to hear more lies than you going on sleeping without you. Now, your tits are bare and you're laying there with breast milk all around. And honey, you don't go down on me. I got to pull your panties down. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Was that Al Pacino?
That was Elvis.
Oh,
You gonna tell?
I thought it was Al Pacino.
That was Elvis. That was Elvis.
You say you're preparing these minnows for manhood, but they don't know cleavage from dingus.
Yeah, okay.
Gentlemen, when the legs spread open, some men fall in and some men climb out. Here's Charlie climbing out. And what's George doing? Falling into Big Daddy's pocket.
Let me tell you something. Have you been to the Fun House?
No.
Okay, the Fun House is like an amusement ride. It's a big fat lady with her legs stuck in the air, kind of like the M's for McDonald's with her legs in the air over a billion served. But you see, people are amazed by this fat woman, and her legs are stuck up in the air. They say, well, let's go in for the ride. And they go in for the ride, and then they realize they want to get the hell out. And they're trying to find the exit door, and they can't get their way. They can't find their way to the exit door. They can't get out.
Right.
They're trying to get out to save their lives because they can't. They're lost. They're lost in the big ride known as the fat lady. The fat lady sings, and they're trying to get the hell out of that ride. Yeah.
I've never been with a fat girl. She turned me down.
Well, when a fat lady too wants to eat a chocolate Hershey bar, and that Hershey bar is more important than having sex with you, that's not. When she's like looking at that food, and she's like looking at that food or that candy bar is more important than your dick, or more important than having sex with you. Yeah, it's time. As Bob Seger would say, turn the page.
Turn the page.
Yeah, turn that page. Listen, have you ever?
I really have been close to hooking up with two fat women in my life, and both times it just, how it is when you drink. Like the first time, she's like, I would rock your world.
Are you the king of her ovaries?
I mean, I was gonna be. Whoever's doing you is the king of her ovaries.
King of her ovaries. Are you? So you're the father of her eggs, or are you gonna make her eggs grow?
It was 18 jumbo.
Okay.
Both times, but the first time, the dude who owned the bed walked into the room. I probably would have, and he wanted to kick our ass. She climbed into bed with me. I slept in a stranger's bed. I slept in another dude's bed. And she climbed in with me, and we were gonna hook up in his bed, and it was not a good night.
Yeah.
Our host just basically protected us from getting our ass kicked. He wanted to kick our ass.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
That's a really depressing dweeb story. I got a lot of those.
Well, won't worry about it because you do with what your instincts tell you to do. Do with what your instincts tell you to do. But yeah, the funhouse. Everybody knows what the funhouse is all about, and we look at upon that. We're looking upon, I don't know, just dealing with the situation with the feel and the warmth of a woman's touch. Now, when a woman wants to say, George, where should I put my hand? I want to make you feel good. You know what I tell her?
On your penis?
Well, I told her I don't tell her. I just grab her hand and show her. I say, now listen to me. You put your hand right here. But first, unzip and put your hand right in there. Just unzip it and put your hand right in there. And then you can feel a piece of the prudential. Piece of the rock. Okay.
The pop rock.
Yeah.
The paparazzi.
Well, paparazzi. I don't know what the paparazzi. Yeah,
Do you think stars ever hook up with the paparazzi?
I don't know about all that. I know that Princess Di went through a lot of hell. That's what killed her. The paparazzi was following her around and in a car, and then her estranged boyfriend or husband, the estranged boyfriend that she was with, went like a bat out of hell on the car to try to get away from the paparazzi. And of course, Princess Di, lost her life.
Did he die? The boyfriend?
We have to Google that. I think he eventually did, but I could be wrong. And that guy's name, if I can remember, was Fawad. No, Fawad. I can't. He was a foreigner. He's Arabic, actually. He was an Arabic dude. I can't pronounce Fawad. I have to Google it.
Wait, so she was cheating on...
Well, I tell you what. Take your phone and you want to Google it? Google it and see what it is. Yeah. Say Princess Di. We'll get his name. And we'll answer that question. Google is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
We'll be able to answer that question.
I actually saw a good movie called The Internship about two salesmen that go on to work at Google. Take an internship at Google.
Oh. Well, all right, punch in there.
Who was Princess
Di's boyfriend that was driving the car that she died in? Driver. And his name?
Henry Paul.
Huh? What's the name?
Henry Paul.
Okay. Did he die in that car accident?
Let's see. But here it says...
No, that's not Henry Paul.
Dodi Fayed.
Yes. That's who it is. Dodi Fayed. And I think he was Arabic, if I'm not mistaken. Dodi Fayed.
Well, it says Henry Paul was the driver.
Okay, yeah.
And Dodi Fayed.
Okay, that's right. Okay, Henry Paul was the driver. Dodi Fayed was Princess Di significant other. Princess Di significant other in that ride was Dodi Fayed. I knew it has an Arabic name. So was it? Did he die?
He died. All three of them died.
They all three died. Yeah, tragic.
Shit.
What year was that now again?
97.
97. 19. Yeah, that was 97. And I was a spring chicken, young as can be, vital, young and vital. Women flocked and they gave me their panties. Women would email me and email me their panties. They would send their panties through P.O. box and through the mail, and we did a panty sniffing
They
contest.
send them into your PO
Yeah,
box.
that's right. Pew, P.O. box, pew, P.O. box, poo. Yeah,
Pussy
and then yeah, pussy control or PC control or PC box.
Pussy odor.
Pussy control. And then we took them and we sniffed them and we said when the woman is taking the children and the cat
Write
and the
a letter
dog.
back.
I said when the woman is taking the children, the kids, the cat and the dog, and taking the Mercedes Benz, taking everything out. You grab her panties and have the memory of her scent. Ooh-ah. That's Joe Pesci. Ooh-ah. The memory of her scent.
Al Pacino.
Yes. Or, Al Pacino. What am I doing?
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, I'm getting that mixed up.
Huh?
Ooh-ah, ooh-ah.
Huh?
The scent of a woman. And then you grab her panties and then you remember the memory of her of her essence by smelling her panties. Yeah. Have you done that before?
Smell a memory.
Yeah, exactly. Have you done that before?
Smell a, yeah. Oh, scents.
Yeah.
Well, I had to get rid of a thong this
Okay.
year. I don't
Okay.
think I smelled it, but
Okay.
I
Listen,
washed it.
did you wash it?
Yeah.
I've it's equal opportunity employer because any woman who wants to grab my undies and smell them. Listen, ladies, you're welcome to do so. If you want to grab my undies and smell them and they have the memory of Gigi, you're so welcome to do so. What can I say? Yeah.
It's hard to fill an hour.
Well, we're doing it. We've got 42 minutes and we got 18 more minutes to ramble. I think we can.
So George, you been listening to any good music lately?
I've been listening to some good music lately. I've been listening to. Well, I just released my greatest hits. I released my Christmas hits and my greatest hits, and I am this Christmas coming up. We're going to give it like a stocking stuffer, and we're going to stick the stocking stuffer for all those naughty little girls all those naughty little girls out there that want to hang on every word we say, and that they're going to be entertained. But yes. Any new music? I like old music. I like the old music. I like the old stuff. The OG. The OG. That's what we are. OG.
You're just like, okay, the OG, Tupac. No, come on.
No, Tupac Shakur. Well, yeah, I'm
The
not.
OG.
I don't like.
Billy Joel. He's the OG of music.
No, I'll tell you the OG is. OG, Rod Stewart, Billy Joel, Elton, even though he's queer, Elton John. Don't let your sun go down on me. Eric Clapton, the best guitar player ever. I don't know how you feel about the best guitar player. Eric Clapton, the best guitar player ever. The old school OG. Hell, throw in Stevie Wonder, damn it. I don't know, I just called to say I love me. Okay, go ahead.
I think Pierce Pettis is the best guitar player ever.
Who?
Pierce Pettis.
Pierce Pettis. All right. Enlighten me.
He's a guy from Alabama, but he plays in all these different. He tunes all the strings differently, and he's written like 200 songs.
Pierce, okay.
Pierce Pettis.
All right, interesting.
He does about 100 people every night.
Mm.
But I think he's the best guitar player ever.
I don't know.
Because if you can hold down a whole set with just a guitar, anybody can.
Well, you play the guitar. So you play the guitar. You didn't know that. And I, like I said, in that one show or that one little clip, we were over at what's that place that's closed down?
Carey Street.
No, that guitar, not Guitar Center, but the other one, Sam Ash. They just closed, by the way. You remember when you were in there looking? I was playing around with the saxophone.
Yeah.
I was in there playing with the saxophone. That was whatever. But not being able to play a musical instrument. But you know what? It doesn't matter whether I can play a musical instrument because, ladies, I can play your xylophone. I can play your instrument, and I can If you can play my instrument, ladies, I can play your instrument, your xylophone, and your little hairy little strip down there. Or, of course, I prefer you to shave, but I can blow warm air, and I can warm air down there, and I can play it for you, just like Fiddler on the Roof, with or maybe like I don't know, maybe play it like Dixie, but just play it anyway. But
I'm thinking.
Yeah, when the brain. Yeah,
really, it'd probably be the saxophone.
I love the saxophone.
The saxophone.
I love the saxophone and the saxophone and the xylophone. The xylophone and I don't know. I mean, I like the vivinophone. Now, the vivinophone is the best kind of instrument, actually, because it's a bona. It makes a bona.
It's kind of like the French horn.
Yeah. The xylophone, and like that song, and of course you wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know the song, the '70s and whatnot. But there's a group called Starbucks, not Starbucks Coffee, but a group called Starbucks. And if you Google it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's called Sunlight Feels. Oh, what the hell is that damn song? Because Moonlight Feels Right. Actually, Google that. Moonlight Feels Right. It's a group called Starbucks. And if you play the song, you'll get to know. It's called a xylophone. It's an actual instrument. And in that song, you can hear. And let's play a little bit. I mean, if you can.
I'm going to use the bathroom while we play this.
You got to use the bathroom?
Yeah, while
Okay.
we play this.
There you go. This right here. When you listen to that, it's a xylophone. The xylophone, The Moonlight Feels Right by Starbucks. Starbuck. Not Starbucks, but Starbuck. The wind came out to my direction. Call you in the end to play. You finally gave a trip in that connection. And saying you're okay. Ocean, have you ever Tassie Bay? Nothing like a strand up in the ocean. The moon when you're on your way. Moonlight feels right. Feels right. Moonlight feels right. Yes, sir. So if you hear that song right there, you can hear what I'm talking about. That song right there, playing in that song is called the xylophone. And the xylophone, it's a big stick, and they bang on the damn white tussle of the ivory. So it's a good song. I don't know if you heard it, but anyway. So was it a boy or a girl? It came out with you twins, or a boy or a girl? As a girl? What'd you name it?
Wiz.
Wiz. Was it Wheezy or Wiz?
It was Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa. Now, did Tawana tell you to say that?
Who's Tawana?
I don't know. It's it's like that old. It's that old thing, that old mem. There was. Did Tawana tell you to say that?
Oh no, that's
That's with what's his face? I can't.
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Yeah, what is Wakanda? Is that a paradise?
I don't know. But what about
Dark
Laquitha?
skin?
Laquitha. Yeah. Have you heard of her before? Okay. Maybe it's Aretha. Maybe it's Aretha Franklin. Who knows? Aretha Franklin, of course, she's no longer with us. Aretha Franklin's no longer with us, but I don't know. Pink Cadillac. But the original. No, Pink Cadillac was not done by Aretha. Pink Cadillac was done by damn. What's that lady's name? But the original Pink Cadillac was done by Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen did the original Pink Cadillac. And Midnight Train to Georgia. Who does that? That's Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight in the Pips. Midnight Train to Georgia. That was done by, also they did their version of Pink Cadillac. Or was that maybe Natalie King Cole's daughter, I forget. We have to look it up, but we're not looking it up. So, it's like playing pool. 8-ball center pocket. Testicle in that pocket, baby. Testicle and all. Those balls in those center pockets, baby. Like playing pool. That pool stick. And then, or maybe bowling. Taking that grapefruit. That big grapefruit you have dangling. Taking it down there and hit a strike on a bowl. Or maybe a spare.
Or maybe a memory.
I don't know. All right, 52 minutes. Got 8 minutes to fill. I'll play the filler. As Cheap Trick once said, I want you to want me. I want you to want me. I want you to go down south and give me a kiss. Go down south and give me a kiss. But make sure it's not from your back end, because we don't want to smell that from your back end. Oh, perfect vacation. What is a perfect vacation to you? Taking your significant other, what would be a perfect vacation for you? What?
Beach.
Okay, what beach would that be?
Well,
any beach?
Huntington Beach.
Okay. Now, the perfect vacation? You don't have a lot of money, don't want to travel, don't have a lot of money, and you want to take your significant other somewhere. All you gotta do is walk a few rooms down to the bathroom. You grab her hand, as you know she's got to take a crap, but you want to have the experience with her, and you want to be there. What an excursion. What an excursion. What a trip to have. Taking your lady to the bathroom. Closing the door. Having her sit on the toilet as you hold her hand for her sense of being and her sense of value. It might smell a little bit from a human function, but at least you know that it's an excursion and a vacation and a trip that you both had going to the bathroom, and you'll be back real soon. Is that a good trip, you think? Or is that an acid trip?
I wouldn't brag to my friends about it.
You wouldn't brag? I think that's a good trip.
You'd be like, I held her hand. I would brag about that.
Yeah.
I would brag about that.
Well, you just don't let her use your fingers as a toilet paper. Like, make sure you roll out the toilet paper for her when she's trying to grab it.
Yes.
Yes. You don't.
You gotta be quick with that.
You don't want to have her grab your shirt or grab your fingers to go down. Yeah. So.
Fingernail.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's a good excursion. That is a real good excursion.
Would you have your friends smell your finger?
Well, it's like, Colonel Sanders, finger licking good. The Colonel Sanders chicken. You just grabble the chicken and all that, play with the chicken as you eat it, Having sex and eating at the same time, that's another excursion. When you're hungry and it's time to eat, hell, go ahead to KFC and get the KFC Colonel Special Prime Parts, and then you want to have sex with her. Well, I'll tell you what, you just juice up that chicken, put some cream on that chicken, make sure it's really good on that KFC bucket, and then you all take turns at it. Oh my God. And then as you're eating, you're giving her a little poke in a little special place. You give her that little poke in that special place as you're eating. You're eating, screwing, and then shitting at the same time. Eating, screwing, and shitting at the same time. But you might want to put you might want to hold the shit until you finish. Put it in a bottle or something if it spurts out. And you don't want to make it liquid.
Like a doggy bag?
Well, maybe. Or maybe a little Ziploc. Plug a Ziploc down. I don't know.
And when you're surrounded by nice smells, you can go back and smell your
yeah.
babies.
Or you can put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer and then pull it out and say, we're having some leftovers. We're having some leftovers. Some sauce and some beef stew. Okay.
This is what we do. We got 3 bags of shit in the fridge right now.
Yeah. A little topping on that. Hey, all right. 54. I think we're going to tap it up. Listen here. I still do what I do with regularity. I'm not irregular, but I do it with regularity. no matter what I do, I still do my song and dance, and I still move, and I still do. I move and do at the same time, and we still do it. We still do it, you know, and it's just the way it is. I mean, you still do what you do with regularity. You're not you're not irregular. You're regular.
Normal.
You're normal, and you do what you do with regularity, and that's what we do. Anything else you want to say before we turn this down? Turn it down. What you got? You want Einstein's
I would
relativity?
say one thing.
Okay, what's that?
Tearing up the contract when you make a bad decision, you know, and then you say, well, the bad decision's about to pay off, but it never pays off.
Right.
And the hardest thing to do is tear up that contract. But you could tear up the contract and be like me and George sitting on the couch right now.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Listen, we are given one life, and we live that one life to our fullest.